you see like squishy little mounds of mouths appear and chomp up out of the ground before sinking back down into a pile of meat. It looks very similar to the gore that you saw out in the hallways.
It's a hunt.
Yeah, no kidding.
Tori's like, glad you've joined me here. I am haunted. Okay, welcome back to Stolen Fates, fellow geeks. We're jumping right back into initiative in this delightful, happy place full of sunshine and corpses and a body molding ant. It's fine. We're at the top of the round, which means that it is the Tormented's turn, which is one of these little zombie guys that the big ant made. And it's sitting there right next to Jack. Yeah, let's do that. Let's hit Jack with some stuff.
No!
I think that sounds like not the best plan it
Jack,
could.
how far away from you are you? How far away from me? You're over 15 feet.
20?
I can't protect you.
Okay.
All right, Jack, this thing turns slowly towards you, and gray mist floats out of its dead, pained eyes, and it's just going to lean in and scream right in your face. A horrific, agonizing scream. And I need you to make me a will save. This is a mental effect and auditory.
We've already done so many of these.
I'm going to keep doing them. Spoiler
I'm just
alert.
turning off.
Sound like?
No.
I
I didn't like that.
Detestable.
Okay, here we go.
We're making IRL.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Ooh.
It's a good start. 44.
44 is a critical success.
Cannibalistic echoes?
Why are
What
they
is
at full
that,
health?
Chase?
Why are they at full health?
Are they at full health? What are you talking about?
It says
That
cannibalistic
spicy
echoes
cannibalistic
is
echoes.
already at full health.
Oh, don't worry about that.
I'm excessively
I'm
concerned.
extremely worried. I would say my concern is high.
In the room.
Oh man. All right. And then it seems frustrated and it seems almost sad that you didn't empathize with it. And so it's going to reach out and grab your shoulder. This is going to try to. Here we go. This is against your armor class, Jack. It's going to be a 36.
36 meets it, but I have mirror image up.
Okay. So we're going to see you still have all of your mirror images, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So on a 1, it hits you.
Okay.
It does not. You've got 3 Jacks remaining.
Does
Okay.
your Jack image like react in any kind of way? Is it like a cheeky grin or is it like a scream of pain?
When this thing grabs the fake Jack, it like kind of goes with it for a second, and then it just like slips out of it and kind of laughs like mockingly and then disappears.
It's very Shaco of you. From like League.
Yeah, I know, League. I
Like
know.
she doesn't
I know
know,
what you're
Chase.
talking about.
Would you like to re-explain?
I'm
Maybe you don't
familiar with
understand.
that.
Let me
with that
mansplain League of
property.
Legends to you real quick.
Oh boy, it's gonna be that night.
All right, are you done harassing me, or is there more?
With that one, I am. All right. What just happened in the initiative? Okay. This thing looks like
Nothing.
it
We go
patches
now.
up. After it tries to attack you, it looks like its flesh is stitching back together. All right. And we are back to the ant. And the ant is going to raise its little clicky clacky fingers in the air and arch its back and put its neck to the sky, and its bones sound like they crack, and it makes kind of a worming motion, and then its mandibles click together, and it spews out chains everywhere that are seeping bloody gore and smell horrid. I need everybody to make a reflex save.
Is this attackable?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you could
that
try to.
Crunk was
do
going
that.
to try and op attack this and maybe potentially stop it from happening if it's like a spell. What about a 42?
A 42 will hit.
All right. This is a holy weapon. Or holy
is
attack,
it?
Chase.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and increase that damage by 15.
Okay. It's
Whoa.
51, so 66.
That's fire, acid, lightning, slashing, and holy.
I think that's it. I think that's all the special things about it.
Okay.
It is greater corrosive, so it will ignore acid resistance, and greater
It's
flaming, so
got
it ignores
none.
fire resistance, and greater electricity, so it'll ignore electricity resistance.
Man, you're decked out.
Yeah. I'm using alliance, not authority right now. So we're
Ooh, I
feeling
love that.
pretty
All right.
pretty cool.
So you hit it, and then the chains do spew. So we have, what did everybody get?
I haven't rolled yet.
I got
Jack.
a 27.
Oh,
27
Gingham.
is a critical fail, Gingham.
That's a 42 for Jack.
It's a critical fail.
Critical fail for Crunk.
I'm going to use a hero point and reroll.
Okay. 42, Jack, is a success, which is a crit success for you.
Yes, indeed.
And that is going to be...
Crunk. Oh
I
my
rolled
god.
a second nat one, Chase.
Oh, it was meant to be.
Yeah. Crunk
Victoria
attacked.
succeeded. Okay. Wow. Wow.
Crunk was busy attacking. He was like, I'm going to interrupt this. And
He tried to
wasn't ready.
sacrifice himself for others,
Yeah.
and instead he like really felt the sacrifice heavily.
like a little too much, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, Crunk, I got your nat 1 card, so let's see what happens here, and then we'll talk about the additional effect, and we'll do some narrations here. So let's get the statistics out of the way. Jack, you dodge all the chains altogether. These chains graze Victoria, and she takes this much piercing damage. 34 of it. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, Gingham, Crunk, and Jack. Oh, sorry, just Gingham and Crunk. I won't include you in this, Jack. My bad. You're good. Gingham and Crunk, you take this much damage. 110 piercing damage.
Okay.
You're both restrained, and you're both taking 2d6 bleed damage.
110?
I should
Mhm.
not actually have op attacked. Wait,
Well,
that was
had
supposed to
you
be
had
way
you
less
interrupted
damage.
it would have been clutch.
It would have been super clutch if I had.
And then Crunk, with your nat 1, in addition to all that, you are slowed 2
Ow.
till the end of your next turn.
That's okay. Crunk has haste. He still has 2 actions.
At least it's only for a turn.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness.
these
How does it
chains-
go?
These
Sorry, go
chains
ahead.
vomit out, and they graze Victoria. Jack, you get out of the way. They stab right through Crunk and Gingham, and then wrap back around your body and start to squeeze you.
Ouch.
Okay.
And then, as the last action,
He goes to sleep.
these chains are they're gonna continue to squeeze. So Crunk and Gingham, you're both just gonna take this much damage here. 16 slashing damage. Such moldable meat to add to the pot. It clicks its mandibles.
I don't have meat.
Point of clarification. Gingham's actually not made of meat, so
And the chains are like still attached to its mouth and like dripping with gore.
wait, so it was actually like
Oh no, it talks just fine.
That's
Thing's got
almost
a
worse.
big old mouth.
Oh no.
All
How
right.
did it go from 8d6 against Victoria, a cool 34, to 30d6?
This
on a
one
crit fail?
exponentially gets worse on the failure
Oh
tiers.
my
It's not like a
gosh.
basic save.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I want that.
All right. It is another Tormented's turn. Oh, and at the end of that action, yeah, this one at the start of its turn heals for 10. as its flesh starts to stitch together. And this one is going to step forward, walk forward. It's not stepping, it is walking. It's going to move forward and it's going to scream right in your ear, Crunk. It's agonized scream, and I need you to make me a will save.
Oh, man. Oh, boy.
Oh, Emily's starting off with some rough rolling.
What's a 31 get
31's
me?
going to fail.
Okay.
You're going to take this much mental damage, and you're also going to become sickened 1. 43 mental damage.
Okay, so I take this damage.
Yep, 43 mental.
Did you apply Sicken to me already?
I did.
Perfect.
Okay. That is the Tormented's turn. Jack.
Why am I
You're-
off guard?
Why,
because
what?
I'm immobilized.
Because you're, yep.
Hilarious.
All right, Jack, the start of your turn, you smell just like all of this gore and viscera, and instead of being repulsed for some reason, you just feel like it smells delectable and you are starving and you just want to eat. You don't have any like natural attacks like bites or claws, right?
No.
All right. Well, Crunk looks like the tastiest target right now, and you just have a vision of skewering him with your new blade and taking out a big chunk of meat and just chomping on it raw. So you're going to spend this turn doing the best you can to attack Crunk.
Okay.
And while Jack does that, Crunk and Gingham, you two can make me perception checks.
What about a 37?
37 will do it. Let's see if Gingham notices it.
Sure as shit don't. Maybe 31.
31 will still be enough to notice it. As Jack is approaching Crunk, inevitably, you see that behind Jack's footsteps, you see like squishy little mounds of mouths appear and chomp up out of the ground before sinking back down into a pile of meat. It looks very similar to the gore that you saw out in the hallways.
It's a haunt.
Yeah, no kidding.
Tori's like, glad you've joined me here. I am haunted.
Does Jack, so I know what I am motivated to do, but am I still like conscious enough of myself to know that this is weird, even
No.
if I'm sort of
No,
okay.
you're completely like possessed right now, so you're feeling what the haunt is having you feel. So I technically control you, but I'm just gonna let you do it. You just do what Jack would do if you wanted to gut and eat Crunk.
Okay.
I'm particularly ripe for the stabbing right now.
If you do bring Crunk to 0 hit points, then I will take you over, because then we got some stuff to go over.
They
Well,
roll
I'm gonna
so bad.
stride.
Jack, what are you
And,
doing?
Jack doesn't say anything.
I think a haunt's caught Jack.
Yeah, his
You
eyes are all
think?
glazed over. He's drooling. Chase, could I still try to bite? Like,
No, you'll kill first.
okay,
You're a kill and cook kind of guy, you know?
sure.
You've hunted before.
Sure.
Probably.
I suppose. I'm sorry, Crunk. And unfortunately, you're also off guard. So this is.
Yeah, I'm at a bold 35 right now between
Please
sickened and
roll like
immobilized.
Hey,
Jack.
team, we started strong tonight.
We're gonna have to restart the sesh.
You might.
Jack rolled an
Reload the
18
last
right
save.
out the gate.
Oh my god!
That's a critical success.
Oh, boy.
The silence as we wait for
You go
damage.
ahead and roll that. I'm going to get some stuff.
Do you have any hero points left, Em?
You
not
won't
gonna
need
tell
hero
you.
points. Don't you even worry about it.
Wow, I just did 72 damage to
Okay.
you.
I'm not dead yet, kids. I have 8 hit points.
Jack? Jack, you can do this.
There's nothing I can do right now, right?
Where do you
It's
stab
just-
me? Wait, where do you stab me? Right in the throat? Not my throat.
Um,
It's so sensitive.
No,
you wanted to like cut off like a tenderloin between those chains, like.
No, I stabbed into the chain wound. I'm opening the wound farther.
The chain's still in my wound.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I like stab into the same place, and I'm like ripping flesh.
Crunk needs to save against Vorpal.
I didn't nat 20. Is it just on a crit?
Is it only a nat 20 for Vorpal?
Nat 20 for
Probably
Vorpal,
is. Okay.
unless it's keen, and then it's a 19 and 20.
Okay.
Calm down, Chase.
For once,
Okay.
I will argue against Vorpal.
Vorpal's not even that good, Chase. Settle down.
Yeah, it's not even relax about it, okay? So that was 2 actions. I guess technically this is quick striking, so I still have 2 actions.
So that was
to
a
hit.
stride.
I'll just swing again.
A 17, another, it's not a crit, but it's a hit.
Okay.
Are you going to do more than 8 damage?
Yeah.
Then I go down.
As your last action, Jack, Crunk goes down. You're going to reach down, you're going to grab a piece of gore, and you're going to eat it. And that is going to extend your controlled effect for a round, and Crunk, it's going to increase your dying value by 2.
I'm dying 3?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can I, like, if you don't want me to actually fall prone, that's fine, Chase, but I think Jack, like Crunk goes down and Jack just, like, follows him and is, like, zombie, horde status, just, like...
Yeah.
Like,
I think you probably don't have to go
and...
all the way down, because I think the chain is, like, holding Crunk up.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Gosh, this is really gross. Blood's just, like, dripping down Jack's chin. He's not even looking at any of the rest of you. He's just in, like, a blind...
Hunger?
Fury. Yeah, blind hunger.
A feeding frenzy?
Yes.
The last thing that needs to happen is Gingham and Victoria need to make will saves. This is a fear effect.
Yeah, they're scared. I would be scared.
I'm a little scared.
Victoria fails and is going to become frightened 1.
42?
42 is a success. You're good.
So I crit, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, Gingham's just mad now.
Gingham's like, don't do that.
What are you?
What?
Victoria!
And yes, Jack, so
Yelling at
you are
Victoria
still
instead of
controlled.
Jack.
You don't snap out of it yet. You will snap out of it once you don't successfully eat somebody on a round.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, Gingham, you're up.
Ah, shit. How cowering is Victoria being right now?
She just looks like really shocked. She looks like she's still like, she has her facilities about her, right? Like she can move, she can function, but she is just like, holy hell.
Wait, Chase.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Birch is independent. He has an action.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I want him to go over to the vat. This one down here in the corner. Birch sees what is happening. Well, as Jack starts heading over to Crunk, Birch is like, nope, I'm out of here. And he's going to run to the vat of gross flesh stuff down here. That's his action. He's striding over there.
Excellent.
He does have a climb speed as well, so he should be able to get like up on top of it without problem.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry,
Fantastic.
Emma, I interrupted you.
Oh no, I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows that Jack is eating Crunk as if Crunk is delicious. I need that to be known. Delicious Crunk. Weird body. Delicious. Tori does not look amused.
I don't know if we should trust
Fanfic writers
Jack's,
go crazy.
I don't know if we should trust Jack's judgment in this particular instance. I mean, we
I'm
really
going to be
don't
posting
know.
on AO3 later and then claiming it's a fan.
Oh, Jesus. I hate it.
That's actually why Victoria is so frightened. She's like, no, what does this
Not
mean
the
for the
fanfic.
fanfics?
The press is going to go crazy with this.
What does that mean for the fan?
I don't like it.
Oh, man. All right. That was a turn. Gingham.
That was
Go
a turn.
nuts. Oh, yeah, that was a discussion.
My immobilized, restrained ass can go nuts.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, okay. Oh, Crunk, you're also going to move an initiative, aren't you?
Yeah. Gingham is going to look at Victoria anyway and be like, can you solve the haunt?
I think I should save Crunk.
I can heal Crunk. Can you fix this idiot here?
I'll try.
Rapid bastard, man. I'm using a 6th level heal scroll because I looked at the rules and it doesn't say I can't.
You will get a check
Why wouldn't you be able to?
because they're strained.
Let's
I could
see.
be
You
wrong.
can barely move a
I've been
creature
wrong
as you
before.
pinned. You have the off guard bonus. You can't use any attack or manipulate actions except to escape. And it is a manipulate to cast a scroll. This place really changed the tone of the campaign.
I wasn't prepared for a massive undead fight.
Tori's so upset. I just see her soul leaving her body.
I was just so pumped when I rolled an 18 starting out the day for a save. I was like, yes, Jack is through the nat 1 doldrums. And you took my entire turn where I hit both times very successfully for a lot of damage. And it was all at Crunk.
I was at full health at the start of this round. I just want to point out that I was at full health.
Were you really?
I was at full health.
Yeah.
That was a rough turn for you.
I had 234 health, and I went to dying 3.
Wow.
And at the
You
start of
die
my
at
turn,
4?
I was also an AC of like 37, 38.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
I have nothing to help me get out of this.
So it's either an athletics, an acrobatics, or a melee attack.
Yeah, it makes sense. I guess I'm going to go for an unarmed attack because it's my highest bonus. Because I don't think a boomerang counts as melee, right?
It does. I think so. I think you can use it as a melee attack.
Nat 20, please. Well, how about a 42?
Let's see here.
Kai, get out.
Kai, please. Kai, please.
42 is on the money.
Okay,
You go to grabbed.
Wait, can I manipulate and grabbed?
You can, but you have a chance of failing. You do a DC, a flat check to see if you succeed. So you're able to get like mostly out of this chain, but it's still like impaled in your body, but you're able to get untangled at the very least.
I would like to try to heal Crunk to give Victoria an opportunity to snap Jack out of his zombification. So what's my DC?
Your DC is let's see. I believe
He's like, roll and find out. That's
You
the
need a
DC.
5.
Find out.
DC
Bitch.
5 flat check. I can't believe you had me say it out loud.
It was a
You
2.
nat 20.
It was
I
a
nat
2
20'd.
for so long.
Nice.
But I nat 20'd.
Sick.
That means that this does double, right?
No, but I will let you break the grabbed.
Oh,
Yay!
that's pretty powerful.
Thank you. That is pretty powerful.
You got to narrate it though, otherwise I'm going to add it back.
Okay.
Carrot.
Weird threat. Weird threat. Okay. So Gingham, their boomerang is on their hip, and so they are pinned next to it. They kind of grab the boomerang and start yanking it up through the chain to like start loosening it. And they pull it all the way up and through, and they've got their hand in the air, and it's kind of a weird grab where their other arm is still like held down. And then they look down at the scroll that they need, realize they have some wiggle room, and they do this weird combo of using the boomerang as like a scoop type thing. They pull the chain off like over their head as they yank a scroll out of their bandolier, and then flourish it open to cast a 6th level heal.
Nice. What a craftery thing to do.
Yeah. That'll heal Crunk for 77.
Wow.
77.
Big heal.
All right, Crunk,
You
welcome
wake
back
up
to
with
existence.
Jack like at your chest, carving pieces out of you.
And then Gingham's gonna look over at Victoria. Fix this nonsense.
I don't feel very good.
Is that all of your actions, Gingham?
Yeah, because I broke free and then
Okay.
cast.
You got it. All right, Victoria's going to go, and she will try to... Oh, let's see what happened there. Somebody bled. You bled, Gingham.
I bled.
You bled
Bleeding,
for some
bleeding
damage.
fluff all over the place.
Straw leaking out from the yanking of the chains off. It's fine. Oh,
You recovered from the bleed.
Crunk is affected by the one thing, right? So he actually gets more heal?
Let's see.
If you're healed by a heal spell, you gain a status bonus to hit points
Yeah.
regained equal to double
So
the
12.
heal spell's rank. So 12 more.
I didn't realize that was for everybody. I thought that was just Victoria. That is sick.
That's, yeah.
Healing sorcerers, guys. It's the new meta, I swear.
Yeah.
Well, it is a meta.
Well, let's see if we live through this fight, and then we can decide.
We could discuss that, yeah. Okay.
All right. So, Victoria's going to go. She's going to try to shake off the horrific thing that just happened, and she's going to get a stern look and look towards Jack. She's going to twirl her staff. She's going to cut her arm, her wrist specifically, on a jagged little bone she has on the staff. That's going to be a free action, and she's going to take some damage for that. She's going to take 6 damage. And her blood is going to start flowing around her and glow golden. And then she's going to slam her staff on the ground. She's going to do a 8th rank 3 action heal. And let's see. The Haunt has to make a fortitude save. Haunt is going to fail.
Yay! I assume that's good for me.
That is good for you. And now we're going to see how much that damage and or healing is to everybody. So 45, 55,
Healing?
61 healing, 61 damage to the Haunt. That's going to, Tori, you guys see like a red, bloody maw scream up out of Jack's mouth from the gore of Crunk that's dripping down. And then Jack, you snap out of it. All of you will heal for 61. And it looks like Mr. Bugman also takes damage, as do the Tormented.
Jack looks horrified.
You do remember all of it.
Oh my god.
By the way, you know what you did.
You know what I taste like? Tell me. Is it so
Ah!
good? I want to know.
You really want to know?
Describe the blue.
Can you show her?
I think
You know what's so funny?
You have to
is
make
that
me
my
a
name is
fortitude save,
Crunkalicious
Jack.
Beef Boy in like the chat. That's what I named myself, and so I just feel like you should keep that in mind as you describe my flavor.
I think it's very gamey, very chewy, because there's a lot, it's a lot of muscle, right? There's not a lot of fat on Crunk. It's pretty gamey, pretty bloody, so it probably tastes not great.
Wow. Hurt, offended, unfriended.
Make me a fortitude save. Let's see what you actually thought of it. I just have to see if you're sickened because you do
Oh,
remember
I'm
it.
gonna be sickened. 35.
Yeah, sickened 1.
I was already sickened one.
Okay, you're good then. It's not
We're
any
making this
worse than what's
amount.
already happened.
I'm already disgusted. It's fine. I think
All
it is a
right.
little worse than what had already happened, but we're just gonna go with it.
Gingham, I forgot. You need to make a will save at the end of your turn, and so does Victoria.
Counter, I don't, because.
Good argument. Excellent points.
Victoria got a nat 20.
Victoria came to play.
41.
41, you succeed. You're good. Okay.
I'm not frightened.
That is the end of the round, and we're going to... All right, this Tormented is going to heal for 10 hit points. And it is going to creep up. It's going to step. It'll step right there. And then, Jack, it is going to try to grab your shoulders. One hand and then the other. First
May
one.
I try a spell reaction?
Sure.
Is this a strike, Chase?
This is a strike.
Okay, I want to try and swap places with the other tormented. I'm casting Unexpected Transposition. When attacked, I attempt to quickly swap my own position with that of another creature. The tormented I'm attempting to swap with makes a will save.
Okay, here it goes. I wish you luck. That's going to be a 43.
That's a success.
Aw, man. Do you want to hero point it?
That was so high. I have no idea what they rolled. I was assuming maybe they would have low will saves because they're just mindless zombies, but maybe that's an incorrect assumption. Sure, I'll hero point it. Why not?
Okay. Here we go. We're going to take the worst result at a -2. I rolled the exact same
Oh my
thing.
gosh. Of course.
That's a 41, though.
All right, move on.
Okay. Does a 34 hit you, Tori?
A 34 does not hit me.
Okay. And then how about a nat 1? Let's see what it's got for its crit fail card. All right. It dodges at you and it like just lunges for you with the second one. And you're able to get out of the way. And it's going to stumble past you and fall prone right here.
Oh.
What a loser.
Then we've got Marzali the Stitcher, our good, wholesome friend. Marzali the Stitcher also, is not going to heal because, Crunk, you disabled that with your holy damage.
Oh, nice, Crunk.
I'm helpful if I can survive.
Crunk is affected by the chain, right?
Yes, I'm grabbed. I don't want to be grabbed, but I am grabbed.
Okay, Gingham, you're the one who healed Crunk, correct?
Yeah, correct.
I got healed by Gingham and Victoria.
Yeah, but Gingham did it first. So Marzali's Stitcher's gonna point a little clawed finger at you, and a little black beam of darkness is going to go right at your chest, Gingham. And it's going to be a spell attack roll. How's about a 41?
Well, it hits.
Okay, you're going to take this much cold damage. 71.
Ow.
And then we're going to do 2 tugs of the chain to constrict Crunk. So 32 damage, Crunk.
I don't get to save or apply to my AC or anything like that?
Nope, not while you're fully impaled and restrained.
Okay.
Just the one will suffice. And this tormented is up, and it's going to heal for a little bit. And this tormented is going to beat on Crunk. It's going to try to grab you, Crunk. Put a hand on your shoulder. How's about a 43?
Hit, not crit.
This is going to be 22 mental damage, and you're going to take persistent mental damage.
Why not?
So this thing grabs your shoulder, and it doesn't squeeze very hard, but you start to feel like it's just crushing despair transfer into you. This whole situation just starts to feel hopeless. And it's going to try to put a second hand on you and intensify it. 33 will probably miss you, though.
It does miss.
Welcome to a turn, Crunk. It's been a minute.
It's been a really long time. Do I take all my persistent damages? Because I have
End of your turn.
End of my turn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm slowed. 2.
Slowed 2. And sickened, and you're chocked full of conditions right now.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, Chase, I am going to lay on hands on myself. I'm going to try and bring a little bit of blessing of Desna back into this hopeless pit.
I hate to tell you, but you cannot use lay on hands because it is a manipulate action.
Okay. I guess I'm going to try and break free.
Okay.
I have Slip the Grasp, and I have Titan Wrestler, if that is going to... You need that at all, because I know this is...
That will not apply for this particular one. Yes, it will, actually. Yes, it will.
Chase is really yanking my chain.
Ha ha! What a good one.
Okay. Slip the Grasp means that if I escape, I also get to attack or move.
Sweet.
Okay.
We love that.
Here's my athletics. 44.
That's pretty good.
44 is going to do it.
I break out.
You go to grabbed.
I get to attack.
Okay.
Smack him. Smack him, Crunk.
Crunk is just flexing and forcing the chains apart away from him. It's cutting into his hands, but he bashes the chains and the frickin' Mazzali to Stitcher with his sword. What about a 30?
A 30 will not do it. You're just
Yeah.
a little bit too disoriented from everything that just happened.
Desna, to me! I'm going to go ahead and use my lay on hands for my second action.
Uh-huh.
Cast it, heal myself.
Now you need to make me a flat check to see if it fails. Because you are still grabbed.
No!
You got it. It
Okay,
works.
Thank goodness. I heal, and with greater mercy, I can make a counteract check to remove my slowed.
Excellent. It will not matter, though, in this case, because you've already lost the actions.
I guess I will remove my sickened. Is my sickened going to also decrease?
No, sickened will not go away unless you retch or do a counteract like this.
Okay, well, I guess then it's not a total waste.
Yeah, that's still clutch.
Crap, I rolled a 6. This is 28 counteracted. Oh, because I'm prone too? Am I prone?
Yeah.
Okay. 28 fail?
28 does not fail because you got sickened by something smaller. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so I'm still grabbed.
Uh-huh.
I'm still bleeding. I'm still mentally in despair. I'm still really hurt.
End of your turn, I need you to make me a will save as well.
$33.
33 is going to fail, so you do go back. So your slowed falls off. You get back up to slowed 1. This thing is so terrifying, you find it hard to move, hard to act.
Okay.
And then at the end of your turn, you're going to take some persistent damages. We're going to see if those fall off. So you're taking 8 bleed, 10 mental, so a total of 18 damage. And then you did get healed, so the recovery check on bleed is going to fall off. And then the recovery check for the mental will fall
Nice.
off. Look at that. All right, Jack, it's your turn. You
So-
snapped out of it.
It was a net positive, M. You did make it out better than when you started the turn.
I wouldn't call it a huge successfully turn, but you know what?
But
We pulled a solid.
Yes, yeah. You've upgraded some of your statuses.
I'm so
Okay.
mad that I'm slowed again, though.
That's pretty rough. Okay. Well, Jack is truly horrified. Kind of in a daze and shock, wipes the blood off of his face, and he looks shakily at Crunk, and then kind of blinks, shakes himself out of it, and he looks at Marzali. He says, "I think you've had just about enough of that, and I'm going to cast Needle of Vengeance, and I'm targeting
Ooh.
Marzali."
Okay.
And I'm naming Crunk.
Okay.
So if Marzali targets Crunk with a hostile action, it might take damage.
Okay.
Because it seems quite fixated on him.
Oh,
For the
yeah.
moment.
Crunk is tasty hunk of meat.
Thank you.
Beef boy
all-
is, I think, the term we've heard.
Beef Boyardi,
Oh boy.
Stop.
please.
Oh boy. Okay. And then I'm going to move. I'm going to stride 5, 10, 15. Come
Do these
here.
things have, like, no reactions?
They
Lucky
don't
for
need
you
them.
guys.
They're already debuffing us enough. You kidding me?
They're too big for that. Leave them alone.
For my last square there, I'm going to skirmish strike. And I do believe maybe I'm flanking now, right?
You are. You did it.
Okay, I successfully flanked. Yay. Or off guard, I mean. Here
Uh-huh.
we go. Greythorn, quick strike. Okay, that's a 39.
A 39 against the flat-footed is going to hit.
Sweet. All right, that does 35 damage.
35
This
damage.
is
And are you
Duskwood. I think that's the only special thing about this.
All right.
Wait, didn't we learn something about piercing versus slashing, or am I making that up? Have we not really learned about this guy yet, Gingham?
Gingham hasn't
Okay.
succeeded in anything
Well,
yet.
but I've seen attacks happen up to this point, Chase. Does it seem like the slashing against these guys have done any better or worse? Or
No, it seemed
Okay.
about to break
Okay.
even.
then I'll do slashing. That feels more appropriate for what this guy is.
All right. And then what about Mr. Birch?
I'm not done yet because I have quick strike, so I'm gonna hit him one more time.
Okay. You will try.
I will. I'm actually gonna hit with my dagger, or try to hit with my dagger.
Okay.
That's a 33. I don't
That's a
think
miss.
that'll do
You
it.
get one good stab off, and then a clawed finger comes back and deflects the dagger.
All right, I'll take it. And then Birch, I want Birch to try and, I don't know if Birch does have the ability, let's see, let me tell
Manual
you
dexterity?
what. Yeah, he has manual dexterity, and he's
Mhm.
particularly good at thievery today. Is there something he can do with these vats to maybe like take them apart or disable it or something?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Okay, I want
There's
Birch
some
to try to do
precarious
that.
little screws that can be loosened.
Perfect. The perfect size for little raccoon hands. Come on, Birch, buddy. I believe in you. Oh, that's a net
man.
one. Poor Birch. Does Birch get a hero point?
Your hero point.
Very heroic. All right,
All right,
well,
Birch starts fiddling with that, and Marsley snaps over and looks towards Birch and screams, "No! My meat."
Stop it, Marsley. You have to quit.
Neat.
Birch does the like, look up. I wasn't doing anything. Don't mind me.
All right, Jack, end of your turn. Make me a will save.
Okay, is this I forgot
Fear
that I
effect.
had casted this, but I do have Mind of Menace up, so I can use the fight with fear reaction.
Oh, sweet.
A creature I can see uses a mental effect against me. Does this count?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess I do still make the will save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I will roll that first, and then he has to make a will save.
Okay.
It's pretty good. 44 from Jack.
44 is a success. And 46 for Marsley.
That is
On
sadly
guard.
a success.
All right.
No effect.
Okay, Gingham, you're up.
If he had failed, it would have made him afraid instead.
Oh, that's pretty good. I like that.
Okay. I'm gonna try to make sure that this doesn't fail. So, what we're gonna do is Gingham's gonna pat themselves and pull out the vision card real quick, and then you see this little lightning strike like on Gingham's head, and their eyes turn from orange to blue for a second. And I'm activating. This is a free action to activate this. But I would like to exploit vulnerability right now and use the vision card to.
Fantastic. There is an additional effect that I'm going to let you know when you use the vision right here.
Oh,
which
because
is,
we're here at the vision place.
Oh,
uh,
okay.
when you when your eyes turn that way, Gingham, you can see that these things are actually not the way that you've been envisioning them. This is actually just a little ant plushie with toothpicks taped to its limbs, and these are just little zombie dolls. They all have a base armor class of 1 to you.
Shut the F up.
Of one?
What?
Hmm?
I just what? All right. Gingham's gonna throw their boomerang at Marsley then.
Okay.
Yeah, auto crit.
You hear, oh. Don't jinx it. That's all you hear. Oh. Okay, this is at Marsley.
Beauty.
Crit.
Is it a crit? Yeah.
It's
It's not in that once.
not another one. Oh, wait, I wanted to exploit vulnerability. It's fine.
You can if you want. Like you said you were going to do it. I distracted
I-
you with plushies and cute things.
You did, and that's rude. I'm exploiting his vulnerability.
Uh-huh.
Just to things. This is a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
Gingham knows everything.
All right,
All
yeah,
right,
weak to
wise.
holy silver by 15, immune to cold and fear effects.
All right, so this is also holy. So whatever this crit is, plus the holy. 28. That's not a huge crit. That's fine.
28 plus 30 for the holy damage.
That 30 makes it a chunkier crit.
All right, Gingham, how do you do it?
Yeah, Gingham makes that noise, pulls out their boomerang and just like hit, and it flies because it looks so big to everyone else. It looks like the boomerang just like lightly conks Marsley's head and returns to Gingham, and
Excellent.
the big ant falls over.
So you guys see Gingham throw a boomerang, and this is different perspectives for you guys. So for Gingham, you conk it with the boomerang, it falls over. You guys see the boomerang just decapitates Marsley, and the head drops to the ground screaming. The tormented start screaming, and blood just starts spewing out like a fountain, drenching all of you, including Gingham. But for Gingham, what you see is you conk this thing on the head, it falls over, the Stuffy's head pops up, and there's like just a little poof of fluff that pops out.
We're having very different experiences.
Yeah.
And then after that happens, all of you see that the tormented, looking all sad, morph into some beautiful looking elves. Their sad expressions grow to a warm smile, and then they just fade away and disappear. And all of you feel a burning, I'll let you choose where, somewhere on your body, and you're going to get a little ant tattoo. It looks pretty cool. It's kind of like a tribal looking ant tattoo with some designs spiraling around it.
Where do you guys get your tattoo?
I don't know. I'm like, this is like such a different train of thought from where I just was earlier. Here I am like planning my next turn, like, okay, how do I use my actions? And then Chase is like, where would Jack get a tattoo of an ant? It's cool. I promise.
It's super cool.
Besides
Tori's
his
been
face.
affected by whiplash.
I have.
Yeah.
The ant's gonna be a tear for Jack.
I've already taken up my one face tattoo slot.
Oh,
so,
my bad.
I think on his back, on his shoulder blade. I think it'll probably start to look like Hajek's, because it was kind of all across her back, right?
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I think that's where it'll go for
What
Jack.
about you, Gingham and Crunk?
The shin.
Tramp stamp anyone?
The shin?
I thought about it. The shin.
I think it's on one of Crunk's pecs. I think it's gonna
Oh, I
get
like
like a
that.
whole like design going here.
That's good.
I was just wondering if we were out of initiative.
We are out of initiative.
Does Gingham still see plushies?
You see plushies, nobody covered in blood. The rest of you see everybody, including Gingham, covered in blood and gore.
Gingham is gonna run up and go, "Oh, it's very cute."
This is just really feeding into a lot of Crunk's beliefs right now.
Like if Gingham
Just
picks up a little, yeah. How does this look? I want to know if Gingham picks up what they perceive as a small ant plushie. What does that look like to Jack and Crunk?
Gingham just like lifts up like the whole humongous head, just with like one arm.
It's so very cute. Do you see?
Victoria looks like really unsettled.
It's a plushie.
Crunk side eyes her.
Is he always like this?
Unfortunately, yes. Cool.
Victoria is, since we're maximizing healing out of combat, Victoria is going to use a charge from her staff, and she is going to heal everybody for 82 hit points.
2.
I need to heal for 11 more so that I can eventually drop off wounded in 10 minutes.
She'll do 2 more from the staff for 16 each, so 32 total.
For everybody?
Mm-hmm.
How is
He's very
Gingham
good
still
at 3
so
action
hurt?
heals.
How
There we
was
go.
what?
I
Oh,
just was looking at how low your health was. Like, that doesn't look right to me.
She'll do
I
one
can't
more.
do math.
She'll do one more for 24 at Gingham.
At Gingham. So like aggressive sounding.
89,
I'm gonna heal
193,
at you.
okay.
I'm gonna step over to Victoria and offer her an awkward, friendly smile. It is good to have an actual healer in the party. The light of Shaylin shines through you.
Thanks. I've been told that before. Kind of crucial in things like this, honestly.
Essential. I can't believe we survived this long without you.
I would say Gingham's an actual healer. Don't know if I could have kept up with it without Gingham.
Gingham's now actively like petting the plushie. Oh no, I just do what I can.
Gingham, roll, or not Gingham, sorry, Jack, roll me a blind perception, please.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Jack has been tucked into the corner with Birch, kind of not like avoiding you like guys sulkily, but just like he's really uncomfortable. All right, perception. Blind, you said?
Blind.
Oh gosh, I'm still sickened. Could I try to recover my
your
sickened really
sickened
quick?
is gone. You're
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, you're just covered in blood. What do you think's gross?
Yeah, it's fine.
There's
It's
no
fine.
blood, it's fluff.
I rolled some numbers.
Okay. You notice, Jack, as you're over there skulking, Victoria, tops everybody off, and then as she kind of starts continuing on to her normal business around the room, you catch her give you a look that is just like full of disappointment and maybe even a little bit of anger. It's quick and it's brief, but you notice it.
Damn.
Oh.
Okay. Jack, like, he probably was glancing over that way to kind of gauge, the mood since
The
it
vibe.
was yeah, and caught her eye briefly, and then when he sees that look, he just turns away back toward Birch, and kind of Birch is fine, like neither of them were even hurt, but he's just kind of feigning, tending to Birch and like trying to get the blood off of him and stuff. He's just keeping to himself and Birch.
Should we loot?
You want to loot a stuffy?
A stuffy.
Hey, this is a stuffy. Gingham holds it up again.
Gingham picks up the whole body. It just looks like super unnatural.
Can I do an arcana?
Yeah, sure.
Because what the actual F? 9. No, sorry, 35.
35. You imagine there must be some sort of illusion happening, but you're not seeing through it.
Can I do a Harrow check?
Sure.
I got the Harrow lore.
Harrow lore.
Oh, it danced.
38.
38 on Harrow lore. You figure that maybe since you did see Gingham activate the vision, maybe something weird happened to Gingham.
Interesting.
You guys can look around. I'll just be outside.
Gingham, as you lift up the plushie, a little leather pouch falls out. And for the rest of you, it's like a nasty bulging stomach falls out of the body.
Like to loot the leather pouch.
Okay. Inside the pouch, there is a sharp fang, and I'll put that in the stash for you. It's magical.
Ooh.
All right, and then you also see a big old sloppy tongue and a pair of fangs that are
I
kind
forgot.
of like dentures.
Yeah, we have to get the tongue. That's why I was
It's
saying
like,
we
ew,
have to
gross the
loot.
tongue. Oh yeah. Listen, Em, a lot has happened.
You
to
know what?
Jack. He lost sight of the mission. He's lost in the sauce in the worst way possible.
Jack, as you step out,
I was just going to
You-
ask. There is a woman out here, Chase. What
Yeah,
is the
you-
meaning of this?
you see this woman. Somebody describe her. Do
Jump
it.
scare. Okay. Does she look like the statues?
No, not at all.
Oh,
Not even a
oh,
little bit.
oh,
She's a
okay.
dwarf.
You're silly for
okay,
thinking
okay.
so.
Apparently. She had like spiky hair stuff. I don't know, maybe. Anyway, okay. Apparently she's a dwarf. She is very fair skin, a broad nose. She's wearing a yellow tunic, and she has red hair done up in a bun, and
The poofiest bun.
the pretty poofy bun. And then I don't really know what these are, but she's got like 3 metal spikes coming out of her hair, almost like, I don't know, like prongs of like a crown, but they're all kind of pointed in different haphazard directions. I don't really know what is going on with that. How would you describe her mood at this moment, Chase? How is she regarding Jack?
You step around the corner and she looks a bit nervous, and she holds up a little hatchet, kind of shakily. What's your business here? Who are you?
Jack rolls his eyes. Why don't you start? We just killed the thing in there, so I think we're a lot scarier than you. And he pulls out his sword.
She drops the hatchet.
That's what I thought. Why don't you just...
You killed the Stitcher?
Jack motions to his whole body covered entirely in gore and blood. No, I just walk around like this for fun. Who are you? What do you want?
Screams echo through the halls, and you can see this mound of meat behind you, Jack, melts into the floor and disappears. And then she immediately drops onto her knees and like just bows right in front of you, forehead on the floor. Thank you. You have no idea what you've done.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate?
That
welcome,
beast
I
was
guess.
horrible.
I agree.
We were all stuck here. The past, the surviving, all of us. You set us free.
The real heroes are in there if you want to cry at their feet or whatever.
You all hear this outside the door, by the way. It's not
Jack just kind of motions her in and brushes past her.
You okay, kid? Says Birch.
I just need to get away from this smell. Can I push through the back door, Chase? It's just right here in front of me, right? Yeah, I just brush past her and I just push out into the open air.
Yeah. Hey, that wasn't you, kid.
Yeah, okay.
He snuggles into your hair a little bit.
Aw.
What the rest of you doing?
Trying to decide if I tote around a harmless little plushie.
Just tucked under your
after
arm.
the screaming happens, all of you see the plush. The illusion breaks.
Oh, I knew it. Illusion all along. I figured it out.
First try.
First try.
Hi, ma'am. Please, can I help you?
You're the heroes that gentleman was talking about? You killed the
Yes.
Stitcher?
Yes, we are.
He
So
helped.
Gingham was the one that saw through, I'm assuming, the illusion.
Oh, I holds up plush. No idea if she can see the plush or not.
That's illusion. She shakes her head. Anyways, can I repay you somehow? What are you doing here?
An excellent question. We are,
Are you here to stop Sonore?
Sonore?
Ooh, who's that?
Never mind.
We are looking to pass through this place. We need access to, what is it called again, Gingham?
Shit. What is it called?
The
Oh, it's
outreaching eye.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, the outreaching eye.
Well, if you're looking for that, then you're going to want to find the Wandering Fortress.
Is that the house with the legs?
Yeah. That's where Sonore is at. But she's a cruel woman, and I don't know if she'll let you exit this place.
Well, if that is the case, then we will simply have to make her.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why not?
Unfortunately, our quest is larger than some stranger in a wandering house.
She's no stranger. She's more powerful than anything in this place. She overthrew the Dragon Lord that used to rule over it.
Why don't you tell me more about this Sonore? Do you know anything of her past? Her present? Her
I
weaknesses?
just know that she was some sort of Haro diviner, and she came to try to remove the Dragon Lord from this realm with innocent intention, but this place did something to her. It might do something to you too. I would try to leave if I were you. Maybe she'll bargain with you. She doesn't let many leave, but sometimes if you catch her in the right mood, she does.
Tell me about this change that came over her. Do you know what began it? And it sounds as if you knew Sonore before it happened.
Well,
What is your name, stranger?
you can call me Molly. That's not my name, but it's all I know now. And I don't know if I knew Sonore. I thought I did. We all thought we did. But that's neither here nor there. Listen, if you're wanting to leave, and I would recommend you would, if you visit the gardens here, there's a strange fruit called a blood pear. If you bring those to Sonore, it makes her normal for a moment. If you're actually wanting to fight her, which I don't recommend, maybe you could use that as an advantage. Or it might just help your case if she'll let you through.
Or perhaps
Something
we can...
about those fruits, they're special to her. They help her remember who she once was.
Gingham, have you ever heard of this blood pear?
Be a nature.
How about
Esoteric.
an esoteric lore?
Yeah.
Free time. 36.
Yeah, you know that these are a pretty rare fruit. Does not grow on the material plane. Grows in some strange realms such as this. There's legends about it and fairy tales and a lot of books back home. You know that it does grow on a living tree. A living tree that is able to use your own worst fears against you.
So it's a living tree that it grows on, and it could possibly use our worst fears against us. Gingham's lowers their voice and looks furtively over where Jack's outside. So maybe we keep Jack away from it for now.
I see. Well, perhaps we could help this Sonore and actually get a cure made from these fruits.
Ooh.
Oh, this is also an important piece that you would know, Gingham, is that the only way to harvest the fruit is if you harvest it with an axe.
I have an axe. We have to do it with an axe. Which I have.
That's a hatchet.
They're the same thing.
Is it the same thing, Chase?
Yeah.
Oh, if
It
you
would
say
work.
so, Gingham. But still, can we fashion it to a medicine? Perhaps cure Sonore? Can I roll a medicine check? And
Sure.
Can I roll an esoteric lore?
I don't know. I rolled a 36.
A 36. Yeah, blood pears, if they hold up to the legends that you've heard of, Crunk, they're extremely potent healing items. Known to be able to cure all kinds of wild ailments. They don't even have to be refined, you just eat them straight.
But can I refine it to permanently cure her?
That would take more study, more research.
What's your esoteric lore, Katie?
I didn't
Can
roll
Katie
it.
do an esoteric lore to find out more?
Mm-hmm. I guess, Crunk, potentially. It's a potential thing, but you don't know exactly how.
Okay.
If only we brought Willem with us.
Yeah, we could leave him here forever.
Here, Willem, here's a pear. Make this into something and we'll definitely come pick you up later.
Fix it.
Bye,
Fix it. Does a 40 do any more?
A 40 is the same thing. Potential, but you don't know.
Okay. I have a plan, guys. What if we get one, or a few? We tell her, hey, we're going to try and figure out a cure. We're going to take these with us, study them, bring them back, cure you. Let us go. Okay? Okay.
I don't think she'll want to be cured if she's not really in her right. Well, so we feed her one and then we tell her?
And then we tell her.
Why not just do it first and then come with the cure and just force feed her the cure?
Damn.
I just didn't know if she was going to let us through, even if she was sane.
Well, then we cure her and then we kill her.
Yeah, she's probably weaker if she's sane. That's fine.
That goes hard
that's
today.
what I'm saying.
Do that whole C and K, cure and kill.
I should say
Plan A,
restored,
cure
not
and reason.
sane.
And if restored version is still not down, then we just get her out of the way.
Exactly.
Sure.
We try and fix the problem, and then we remove the problem.